Okay, so welcome naman sa ating second lesson sa MIL, which is Introduction to Media. And so the end goal of this video is for you to identify the similarities and differences between and among media literacy, information literacy, and technology literacy. So to do this, we have some objectives, which is one, to identify or to define rather key concepts. And then second is to compare and contrast the differences of the concepts na mapag-aaralan natin sa session na to. Now again, I did not author a single word in this presentation. I only just translated the content of the module from Region 12 SOCCSKSARGEN's MIL module to this video. So whatever you have with you is already also a copy of the same module I'm referring to. Should you have any questions, please raise them sa ating group chat. Now, in your own time, please read the following definition of terms which are very relevant with our lesson. To understand the terms, of course, you have to read, diba? And then, if you have questions, you may also raise them later on. Alright, now let's proceed to the introduction of media and information literacy. Media and other information providers play a central role in information and communication process. Nowadays, media become the common outlet of self-expression and creativity, which we have discussed in our previous module. Its huge influence spreads speedily across the globe, and the connection between technological advances and people's connectivity created a huge impact to the lives of today's generation. Now, communication refers to the act or process of using words, sounds, signs, or behaviors to express or exchange information or to express your ideas, thoughts, feelings, etc. to someone else. Media, on the other hand, refers to the combination of physical objects used to communicate or mass communication through physical objects such as radio, television, computers, or film. So kung makikita nyo, yung communication at saka media, meron silang relationship. Okay? Meron silang parehong goal, and that is to express, to convey a message. Media are a source of credible information in which contents are provided through an editorial process determined by journalistic values, and therefore editorial accountability can be attributed to an organization or a legal person. Media serves as a channel in communication. Okay, so what about media and information literacy? It's actually a skill. Okay, actually, I want you to go out of the idea of MIL as a skill. MIL is actually an attitude. You have to have it as an attitude kasi media is everywhere and so is information. If hindi mo alam kung paano umunawa ng mensahe from media, kung paano i-process ang information, then how will you be able to survive this age of information overload and media which is just everywhere, diba? Kahit saan ka tumingin, that's media. Okay, so it's very essential, and that is why UNESCO kumbaga parang defended for this particular skill to be out there, to be discussed, to be taught to all of you. Anyway, these are essential skills and competencies that allows individuals to engage with media and other information providers effectively, as well as develop critical thinking and lifelong learning skills to socialize and become active citizens. Baka naman ang activity mo sa social media ay manood lang ng mga videos ng kung sinong couple na nagpa-prank-prank dyan. Baka naman ang gawain mo lang sa social media is mag-post ng TikTok mo na sumasayaw-sayaw ka dyan. O kaya naman, post ka ng post ng parinig sa Facebook. Yan lang ba ang ambag mo sa society natin? Do you think that what you are doing online symbolizes you or proliferates you as a critical thinking person, a lifelong learning person, a social person, or an active citizen? Do you become those sa mga ginagawa mo? I want you to just think about that question, and I hope you also challenge yourself to become these individuals. Anyway, media refers to the physical objects to communicate with, such as radio, television, computers. Information, on the other hand, refers to the processed data, knowledge from a study, experience, instruction, and symbol. Literacy is a term coined for the ability to identify, understand, interpret, create, compute, and communicate using printed and written materials. So, in other words, di ba, alam natin na literacy is the ability to read and write. Yun yung alam natin eh. So, pag samahin natin yung media and information, media, ito ay mga physical na bagay na ginagamit upang makarating sa atin ang information. At ang information naman ay processed information or data. Okay? Pag pinagsama mo yung dalawang yan, tapos nilagyan mo ng literacy, it is the ability to identify, understand, interpret, create, compute, and communicate, process data, knowledge from a study, experience, instruction, and symbol through radio, television, computers. Nagagets ninyo? Yun yung MIL. Ma'am, sabi mo, identify, understand, interpret, and create? Oo, because whatever you do online, whether you post a video, a picture, or a status message, it's already a creation of information about you. Okay? Question now is, what do you create about you? Okay? Does it show that you are illiterate? Media user, or what? Okay, so let's now go through the following literacies. Okay, you have to be able to identify the differences between these three major literacies kasi ito yung pinaka-essence ng lesson na to. First, media literacy is the ability to access, analyze, evaluate, and create media in a variety of forms. Ang goal nito is to empower you, all of us, by providing us with the necessary knowledge and skills to engage with traditional media and new technology. Marunong kang bumasa ng balita sa dyaryo, marunong kang magbasa, makinig sa radyo ng kung ano mang ina-announce dyan, marunong kang manood ng balita sa telebisyon, or marunong kang mag-digest ng information, let's say commercial yan, or nakita mo yung print ad tungkol sa pasalod, whatever information that is that you got from the media, and being able to engage with it, whether it's traditional or new media, or new technology, let's say social media, that's media literacy. Information literacy is the ability to recognize when information is needed and to locate, evaluate, and effectively communicate information in its various formats. Halimbawa, ni-require ka ni teacher na mag-submit ng soft copy na PDF format ng research paper ninyo. Halimbawa, si Ma'am Lerman, ni-require kayo mag-submit ng PDF format ng inyong research paper. Anong format yung isa-send mo? PDF, di ba? Ibig sabihin, hindi pwedeng docx. Pag sinabi ng Sir Adrian, okay, send a video, submit a video of your, an MP4 video of your exercise routine for Hope. MP4, ibig sabihin, hindi MOV. Nagigets? Alam mo kung paano ka magpo-provide ng isang particular na impormasyon? What kind of information is needed? Alam mo rin kung saan maghahanap. Halimbawa, sinabi ng teacher, okay, I need you to identify or to, to discuss the various effects of smoking sa katawan. Okay? So, hindi mo pwedeng hanapin yan sa Facebook or sa Instagram. Okay? Saan ka pwede maghanap? Pwede ka maghanap ng discussion nun sa YouTube. Alam mo kung saan ka maghahanap. Pwedeng sa Google, i-google mo siya. And then pupunta ka sa Wikipedia. Siyempre, you also have to know, to evaluate whether the information is acceptable or hindi. You must be able to know whether it's the right kind of information or whatnot. Baka naman tapon yan. Or baka naman it's an obsolete information. Then you have to let it go and look for another one which is more reliable and credible. Technology literacy, it refers to the ability of the individual, either individual siya or group, okay, to responsibly, appropriately, and effectively use technological tools. So, marunong gumamit ng iba't ibang forms of gadgets, whether it's computer, it's cellphone, it's a camera. Siyempre, pag camera, iba-iba yan. Merong DSLR, merong digital cam, merong mirrorless na camera, and so many kinds of camera, okay? So, iba-iba. And that's technological or technology literacy. Now, ma'am, ibig sabihin ba lahat kailangan alam ko para maging technology literate ako? Actually, no. Being able to know and master one form of gadget, malaman mo na lahat or you know how to manipulate a certain technological tool, that's already enough for you to be called a technology literate. Okay? The good thing about our lesson or our context these days is I will not be requiring you naman to manipulate any gadget for that matter kasi I know naman na not all students have gadgets. But, so yan. So, yung tatlong terms na yan, they are all important in our society today. Because, again, as I mentioned, media is everywhere. So are messages, yung mga information. And they come through different technological platforms. Okay, dati-dati ang balita makikita mo lang sa dyaryo, mababasa mo lang yan dyan, or madidinig mo sa radyo, or makikita mo sa TV. But now it's also at the palm of your hands. Kailangan mo na ng internet. Diba? And that's actually amazing. I think it's an amazing thing to finally experience information and information being disseminated in almost everywhere, diba? Now let's talk about your activities. Okay, so let's look at the first one. What's more? Fill in the table below of the interactive word wall. You are provided with the common online activities. Now fill in the competencies or skills that would fall under the 3 literacies. The first 2 concepts are done for you. Okay, so for example, sending an electronic message, email, or chat, as platform. Okay, so alam mo, text, email yan, Facebook Messenger, video message, voice message, others. Kung sa information literacy, ano siya? Content. Sorry. Yeah. And then, kung technological literacy or technology literacy, ano-ano yung mga tools na kailangan mo? Of course, you will be needing mobile phone, computers, others. How about in getting the latest news? Ano yung mga kailangan mo? Of course, you will need the newspaper, etc., etc. Ano naman pag entertainment, pag business, pag education sources? Now, activity 2 may follow-up siya. Based from the activity above, answer the following. How do the three literacies differ in terms of use? Now, are they similar? Inform? Are they similar in use? Elaborate your answer. Then the next activity, what I have learned, after the discussion, you may proceed to answer these questions. In your opinion, what makes an individual? Just choose one question from the three, okay? And then, create a poster that shows the importance of being a media and information literate individual to our everyday lives. Now, this one is your post test. Analyze and explain the illustration below. Okay, just look at the image. Malino yan sa module ninyo, don't worry. Establish the connections between media, information, and digital literacy. Andyan na lahat. Okay, just tingin nyo ano yung connection ng media literacy, information literacy, at digital literacy through this image. Ngayon, digital, traditional. Okay, and then this is a required activity. Using the Venn diagram below, compare and contrast media literacy, information literacy, and technology literacy. Give at least 3 similarities and differences. Okay, so that's all for today. Thank you.